zoom in a little bit and talk about the market impact or the sectoral impact that we are gauging from the Prime Minister's speech. Now, lots of sectors that he spoke about, and he spoke about aims and goals going ahead on defense, semiconductors, pharmaceuticals. Let's understand how all of these will come into play. He spoke about Operation Sindoor and the need to be independent when it comes to our fighter jets, so something like an HAL or any other defense counter could be in focus on the back of this. You also have chip manufacturing, because now we have announced 4 facilities for that. Made in India, made for India, made by India is the theme when it comes to semiconductors. So watch out for a couple of names like Dixon, HCL. Mission hydrogen is the next theme that he touched upon. So green energy could be the sector in focus going ahead, and GAIL, Reliance, these could potentially be the big players there. He also spoke about National Critical Minerals Mission and deep exploration. So this could be positive for autos, particularly the ones that are in the EV space for the rare earth minerals, that the exploration is underway in more than 1,200 regions. So names like Tata Motors, M&M could be in focus. He also said, he spoke about space. India is working towards making its own space station. Couple stocks in focus on this. He also spoke about tech, vaccines, low-cost medication. So all your pharma players with a generic exposure to domestics would be very important to watch out for. Of course, IT, fertilizers, chemicals, all of this he spoke for. Most importantly, the whole Diwali Dhamaka GST announcement that we were talking about, and some of the sectors that are getting taxed at 28%, be it consumer durables, smaller cars, cigarette and aerated drinks. You have your consumer staples that are at 18% at present. All of these could be in focus based on what announcements we see going ahead. And lastly, also the Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana that would need increased staffing. So a couple of names like Team Lease, for instance, that are into the staffing space could be in focus. But that's just a generic take right now as we await more clarity on all of these announcements. While we are talking about markets, let's welcome on board Mihir Vora, who's joined us this morning. And before we do that, okay, let's get in some reaction coming in from the National Stock Exchange. We have Mr. Ashish Chauhan, MD and CEO, and we have his reaction to PM Modi speech. Let's go across and listen in.
Today, on the occasion of 79th Independence Day, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, talked about various aspects concerning society, defense, industry, economy, and gave a clarion call for Atmanirbhar Bharat. India, he mentioned, is currently in a very strong position internationally as well as commercially, in terms of the forex reserves, in terms of its macroeconomic stability, and also the rating agencies which have now given thumbs up to India's creditworthiness. He emphasized on doing research and technology. He also harped on creating a huge amount of employment for our youth. He lauded our entrepreneurship spirit and talked about creating new GST reforms which will be applicable by Diwali, reducing taxes, especially for MSME sector. He mentioned about the energy security and also the clean energy, where deep sea oil exploration, the nuclear power will be made available to the private sector, pharma-related research and IPs.
Okay, that's the reaction coming in from the National Stock Exchange, but let's get